A few hours of downpour on Friday morning led to flooding across Belize City. Vehicles and pedestrians alike had to traverse through several inches of water along main thoroughfares. One woman was seen cautiously stepping off the sidewalk and onto the street with water above her ankles on Mahogany Street. The downpour and flood led many schools to call off classes for the day and send students home.
You go around and you take a circle around there, you will see a lot of flood, a lot of people downstairs they flood out.
For you, you're experiencing at your home?
We had flood out. They flood.
What do you think happens if the rain continues throughout today?
Well, if it continue, people downstairs will flood out. They have to deal with people, appliance and carpet and in there.
Sure, everywhere flood, boss, everywhere. Watch out high the water in my yard, flood right now, you can't walk. Flooded bad. Watch out when I walk this man, look for slip down and all come my yard flood.
Now, this is 3 hours of rain. What do you think happens if it continues to rain?
Sure, everywhere flood tonight, boss, everywhere.
In response to the floods, Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner left his office and hit the streets to assess the situation firsthand. We met him at the Yabra Pumping Station. The station came online in October 2023 to mitigate flooding in the old capital.
Obviously, as you could see here, the 4 schools are working efficiently, really putting out like 1 cubic meter of water per school. So per school, so you are looking at 4 cubic meter per second of water being pulled. Right now, as we sit, based on the engineers' discussions I've had with them, this is just taking off the top of the water currently. We have not locked off the gates, the sluice gates as yet, because water is being pushed out in its natural form in different areas of the city.
Raman Menhivar, the assistant city engineer, further explained that the pumping station should reduce the floodwaters runoff time by 50%.
The system allows for us to activate the pumps and get the water much faster, not necessarily much faster than what is dropping, because you have to compare the amount of rainfall dropping on a landmass as compared to the facility of the pumping action.
What should be people's expectations based on trials prior in terms of how fast the water should run off compared to not having the turbines in place?
I would say about 50% right now. So if we expect that the water would run off, say about in 6 hours, we could have the water with the pumps activated 2 to 3 hours.
In the immediate area of the pumping station, residents were complaining that floodwaters inundated their properties like never before. They questioned the effectiveness of the pumping station while pointing out an accumulation of garbage in the canal.
We never does have this problem here for when this may bill. Before this bill, the water does run off quick, less than half an hour. Since this bill is a big problem for all our community around here. You go around and you take a circle around there, you will see a lot of flood, a lot of people downstairs they flood out. You take a picture over there, you will see all the garbage pile up over there. Pile right up. When this is stirred up, people they take looking at the house with the mud scent.
Flooding is everywhere. Globally, you look at Miami, flooding is everywhere. So our people have to begin to learn to appreciate that climate change is here, and they have to play their role as well in keeping their yards clean of shrubs, ensuring that the drain in front of their yards are clean. It's not always just a city council task to take on drainage in front of residents. You should have that civic pride as an individual, as a property owner, to take pride in your property to ensure that you aid in alleviating flooding in your neck of the woods. So we will do our best as a city, along with the MIDH, we'll do our best along with the government, but you always require participation by the residents. This is not a one-person sort of activity. It requires participation, it requires collaboration, everyone on board. And again, it's not only to Belize City, flooding occurs globally all across the world.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.